Gemini. I'm Pam, and welcome to your Psychic Tarot reading for December 2015. This month, I'm using the Aquarian Tarot deck and laying out a rainbow tarot spread for you. And remember, these are general readings. I'm reading the general energies for each sign. To get a reading with details pertaining specifically for you, you would need a private reading. However, I have stopped my calendar from scheduling right now because it was starting to schedule out into September. And I thought that 10 months was too long for people to wait for their readings. And I really don't know what I'm going to be doing in 10 months. It just seemed too far. So if you would like to get put on my wait list, please go to my website, www.theluckymermaid.com, and go to my contact page, and there you will find my email address. Just email me and put in the subject heading wait list, and I will put you on my wait list. So if I have people that have not paid for their appointments, I will contact you and fill their time slot with your appointment. Please make sure if you already have an appointment scheduled with me, please make your payment, because some people are getting surprised when their appointments roll around that they're not getting called, and that's because their appointments are getting canceled. I go through the appointments, and if you haven't made your payment when you scheduled your appointment, I am having to cancel them. I have a very long wait list. So please make sure if you already have an appointment scheduled with me, make sure you have made your payment, because I don't want to cancel your appointment. I'd also like to say that to gain more insight and information, please be sure to watch your rising sign and your moon sign, because there will be months that they will resonate more for you than your sun sign will. If you don't know how to get your rising sign and your moon sign information, all you need to do is Google free natal chart or free birth chart, and there will be websites that will come up, and you need to enter in all your birth information, but you especially need to know your birth time to get your rising sign. Also, I want to add here too that if you would like to get a continuation of this reading, I am recording after I'm done reading your cards. I'm going to be looking into the crystal, as I've been doing every month since August. And if you would like to download and purchase your crystal reading, please click on the link below in the description box, and it will take you to my Vimeo videos on demand, where you will be able to get your crystal reading for your sign for this month of December. You can also get these videos for download and purchase by going to my website, as it's posted up here, www.theluckymermaid.com. Going to the videos tab on my menu, click on page 3, and there you will find the signs listed to click on to get to the Vimeo videos on demand of the crystal readings for each sign of the zodiac for this month of December. So, on to your reading. The first card you have that shows up here today in your reading, Gemini, you have the High Priestess. And the High Priestess is a card to me that symbolizes your highest spirit guide showing up to give you a message. This also can indicate that there could be things that are hidden from you or being kept hidden, or some kind of secrets can also be with the High Priestess. I feel you may be leaning on someone for emotional support. It could be also financial, but I'm getting leaning on someone for support. I feel like you may be traveling back and forth from someplace at quite a distance, and I feel like you might not really be feeling very good. Like there's some feeling of either not feeling good about this traveling, or you possibly might not be feeling that great while you're traveling. It's either to do with the traveling you don't feel good, or while you're on your travels, there's something going on that maybe you don't feel good about. I feel like too many things have come into your life that have caused you some kind of confusion or disruption lately. They're saying you need to, like, I haven't heard this phrase in a long time, you need to mellow out. That's what they said. Relax. Take a step back. You're going through some kind of metamorphosis or change, and you actually have success all around you. I'm not sure that you feel the success part yet, but you do have success circling around you. I do feel that you have a real sense of pride and accomplishment in whatever you're doing or work. But I also get this weird feeling like somebody's putting you on the front line of some kind of battle. This could be at work. It could even be in family situations. Maybe you have siblings that are putting you in the front line of some family issue or, argument or problem. I feel some of you Geminis may have been going through a feeling lately of feeling alone, blue, and a little lost. Like that kind of, those words are connected together and circling around you as well. I get you feeling like you don't really feel like you belong where you are anymore. So now this could be where you're living, because they are saying to me also that your old stomping grounds have changed. So this is either the community you live in, or it could be your place of employment. But I feel like you don't feel like you fit in there anymore, or you feel out of sorts about it. There's some disharmony going on within you for some of you Geminis. And remember, this is a general reading, as I always say. So if these messages don't make sense to you, Gemini, please check out your rising sign and your moon sign, because maybe in this month of December, they're going to be speaking to you more than what your sun sign is. I do feel some of you are working really hard to get something completed, and I feel that you are under pressure of some sort, and for many of you, it's due to a deadline. Like you may have a deadline that's part of the pressure. Some of you Geminis, I feel, are going to have to go through surgery in 2016, and it could be something to do with a knee, a joint of some sort, a hip, because I'm getting knee, hip, or a joint. So if you're somebody that's been having problems with either a knee, hip, or joint, or in your body that's been causing you problems, you may have to undergo some kind of surgery on that in 2016. Now, the next card you have here in this reading today, Gemini, you have the Justice card. And the Justice card is a card to me that symbolizes dealing with the court systems, dealing with lawyers, court documents, legal matters, could be lawsuits, divorces, anything, any kind of legalities. Now, the Justice card doesn't always mean justice. Sometimes the Justice card shows up to say you've been in a situation that has felt unjust for you, and now it's going to become just. You will feel like you have justice. So I just have to hear why it shows up here. They're saying you're learning a lot of things right now, and in some ways procrastination is taking a toll on your body. So now I do believe in the mind-body connection, so I find that an interesting comment. So if you're finding you're having physical issues, this, for some reason, they're linking it to procrastination. So whatever you're procrastinating about is actually taking a toll on you physically in some way. I do feel some of you Geminis are going to be leading the charge against some entity of some sort. So you could be in the front lines of a lawsuit against a company, or, a person can be an entity, leading the charge against some entity comes up here. And I do feel it's legal, or it has the tones of legality around it. They're saying it's very therapeutic for you right now to stay grounded and to eat farm fresh foods. Now, I know that may sound like a weird words, but what I feel they mean by that is try to avoid packaged and processed foods, anything that's been injected with chemicals or preservatives or fillers or any kind of, stabilizers or anything like that, because that's not going to be good for your system right now. So try to eat, fresh fruits and vegetables, try to buy organic meats and things like that. They're telling me you do really have to slow down. Like they're saying your mind is almost like it's spinning out of control. And I pick up you feeling overwhelmed. I get, for some of you, I'm picking up exhaustion, tiredness. You may not be sleeping well, or you're just too overwrought. I feel like many Geminis right now seem to be under pressure and overwrought comes up here. And I feel that some of you that are in the working world are going to have someone that's going to come in and ask you to do some kind of work for them. It could be subcontracted work. So if you already work for another business or company, or you own your own business, I get somebody else coming in and saying, hey, we could really use your skills and services. Can we subcontract you to do this particular job or for your particular knowledge? You could even be getting offered another job altogether, but we have to see. It's not going to be the same for all Geminis. So the next card you have here in this layout, Gemini, for the month of December 2015, you have the Two of Pentacles. And the Two of Pentacles is a card to me that symbolizes this is having to make a decision over having choices. This is like weighing your options. Can be in regard to money, but it can also be about, love relationships or your financial picture or your job, but it's weighing your options or having to make a decision or a choice between two things. I hear they say there's something that's going to startle you and make you sit upright, and that I feel like you're going to be surprised or have change kind of like thrust upon you. Like something is getting ready to change here, I feel, for some of you Geminis. And I'm not feeling like it's due to something you're necessarily planning. I feel you may be working on your skills and developing your skills and abilities and talents further. For some of you, you may be doing this on your own, through your own efforts. Through your own studies, your own research, your own work. But for other Geminis, you could start taking some kind of classes. I do feel after these winter holidays pass, some of you are going to be changing your direction. And I do feel if you're a Gemini that doesn't have the change thrust upon you, I feel that you will experience change and stabilizing of money and income if you make a change after the holidays pass. Like, it's like if you've been worried about money or having any feeling like it's too scarce, it's not stable enough in your life, or you'd like to see more. I get that this is actually in your control, but you have to make some sort of changes to make this happen. So it could require you moving or getting a new job or some opportunity that comes to you. Some of you may get the opportunity comes to you whether you're trying to or not, but I do feel that change has to occur for your money to increase and be stabilized. And I do feel some of you Geminis are learning a lot about humanity and what people around you are able to cope with, and how that may differ from what your standards are or what you're able to deal with or cope with. That might not match up what other people can deal with. Maybe you can deal with a lot more than other people, or vice versa. Maybe other people can deal with a lot more than you. It can go either way, but I'm hearing you're learning a lot about humanity and what people around you that you have to deal with and interact with or are friends with or are related to can deal with, and how it differs from you. You have another choice and decision-making card here, Gemini. You've got the Chariot. Now, this Chariot has wanted to show up for almost all the signs, and I'm going to tell you what, I do these on different days. I shuffle a multitude of times, clear the cards and everything between each reading. And actually, in your layout, 4 of your 5 cards fell out of the deck while I was shuffling at different points. And this card fell out for you, and it's shown up for many of the other signs. And the Chariot is a card that symbolizes to me having to make a decision or a choice. This can also indicate travel. I feel for many of you, September is going to come up as a time of closures and doors opening. So if you've been a Gemini waiting for change and you feel like, you need it, you need change, or you want it to happen, now some of you, it's going to happen way sooner than September, but it does come up here as a very strong time for many Geminis that are going to see shutting doors and opening new ones. I do see you giving your financial picture an overhaul. And some of you may even be taking out loans to either do some renovations on your house or to pay for education, furthering your education and schooling, for long distance travel. It can also be for starting a new business, startup capital. It could be for home improvements, but I see some of you Geminis taking out a loan. You may be meeting someone new in this month of December that's going to give you a lot to think about. You're going to feel like there's a real camaraderie of spirit and kinship with this person. I feel that you're going to have conversations with this person that's going to make you feel like, because I'm hearing talking about the old days. But it's funny, it's like old days, I don't feel you've known them in this lifetime before. So it could be talking about past lives. And that may sound weird, but you might not literally be talking about, hey, remember when we knew each other in a past life? You may start talking to them about a certain point in time back in history. And actually, that may be when you knew each other before. But I'm getting a real sense of kinship, familiarity, kismet kind of energy around this meeting. I feel the arc of time for you to meet, if you do not meet in December, I feel it's any time between December and the end of February or the very beginning of March. Actually, let me rephrase that. I feel it's between the beginning of December and the end of March. You have that arc of time that I feel this new person is going to come in. And I do feel you're going to be having some really intriguing and interesting conversations with them. I'm seeing and hearing there's going to be a spark lit up in your eyes, and that you may have the sense that suddenly your life is going somewhere. So if you feel like, again, you've needed change or something's been stuck or stalled, this could be the catalyst for some of you for change. I feel some of you, this may be a potential romantic partner, because I'm getting around the time that you meet, you revamping your image. And for some of you, especially the females, changing your hair, restylizing, doing something different with your hair. Maybe you're going to get highlights, or, if you have straight hair, maybe you're going to go curly, or if you have curly hair, you're going to straighten it, or if your hair's really long, maybe you're going to cut it short. I just get like something, you're going to be like, have like this whoosh that's going to hit you where you're like, I don't want to be the same person I was before. I don't even want to look the same way. I'm changing it up. And I feel like a lot of it has to do with meeting this person. Either they're just a great inspiration to you and have affected you in a positive way, so it just changes your energy, or it's due to like love. Like it could be love and romance for many of you. Now, the last card you have in this layout today, Gemini, for December 2015, you have the Queen of Cups. And the Queen of Cups is a card to me that symbolizes a water sign female. This would either be a Cancer, a Pisces, or a Scorpio, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. Don't be thrown, whatever the messages are, that this is a female, because males and females can interchange between kings and queens. So sometimes it's not necessarily gender specific. I hear thriving. They're saying you're thriving. And then I get riding high. I feel like you've got change coming. And I feel that when you change, when this change comes, you're going to feel like you're riding on some kind of positive wave. Some of you are going to be talking to this Queen of Cups about employment. You may get a job offer from this Queen of Cups, because I'm hearing, we'd really like to have you on our team and have you step aboard. So for some of you, this is an employer coming to you, new employment. I do feel for some of you, you're going to make a lot of headway with this person, and you may be actually spending a lot of time together and doing things together. So I'm going to backtrack. For those of you that when it came up about meeting somebody that's going to make a big difference in your life, and there's that kinship, and for some of you it's romance, this could be the romantic partner for you. Don't get thrown that it's a queen. Again, this could be a male. But for some of you, I feel that this is a new employer or a boss. So you've got, two things happening here. I do hear this person is definitely a catalyst of change for you, regardless of who this queen is to you. Because I get there's going to be systematic changes that are going to go in your life, one right after the other after you meet this person. I feel you're going to change your diet. I feel you're going to change your exercise program. I feel you're going to change your appearance. And I feel you're going to change your living situation or living location. And for many of you, this is also indicating a job change through this Queen of Cups. I also feel that for some of you Geminis, something you're doing on or working on may be getting regulated by the government. So that may not make sense for your job. You may think like, why? Why would I don't know. Can't tell you. But I feel for some of you working Geminis, there's going to be some new regulations that are going to come down by the government, and you're going to have to learn up on them, follow the protocols or their procedures, or, I see you reading stuff over, learning the new, system, and then having to use it and implement it in what you're doing. So I hope this reading helped you. I certainly hope it made sense. I want to thank you so much for liking, sharing, watching, and subscribing to my videos, and for Google Plusing. I do truly appreciate that. Please remember to subscribe. That way you'll get notified when I post my monthly psychic tarot readings and my mid-month updates. If you're interested in getting the crystal reading after this video is over, I'm going to go on and record a crystal reading for your sign. If you would like to see what messages come out in that, I've got to tell you, I feel this month, I haven't noticed, not for every sign, but so far, some of the messages are quite unique. Sometimes they are mentioning some similar things that are going on in the cards. But for some signs, some of the crystal readings, they're popping out with completely different or, new messages, more messages, not just a repeat of what came up in the tarot. So if you're interested in getting it, please click on the link below, and it will take you to my Vimeo videos on demand December crystal readings 2015. You can also access this by going to my website as it's posted up here, www.theluckymermaid.com. Go to my menu, click on the videos tab, page 3, and there you will find the links. You just click on your sign and it will take you to the Vimeo videos December 2015 crystal readings, and you can download and purchase that there. I do really appreciate it. You guys have really had some really nice comments. I've received a lot of nice emails in regard to these videos, and I do appreciate it very, very much. Thank you so much for that. It means a lot to me. I really like connecting with you guys on Facebook too. So shout out, hi to the friends and followers of The Lucky Mermaid on Facebook, and following my posts there. I do appreciate that and enjoy connecting with you, and also on Twitter. I wish you a Merry Christmas and a very, very happiest of Hanukkah and all the winter holidays. I don't want to leave anybody out, so I want to cover all the bases. I hope you guys have a great, great winter holiday season. Many blessings and peace.